talking about whoring. How not to be boring. Yeah. Tell me you ready, Mellow, you ready to spit for the ladies that keep it nasty, dark and petty. If you pick me, then you might find this upsetting. You say that you're ready, well the joke's on you. Get it?
Hi, welcome back. That was noise. We did a little thing.
I think better on this side.
Every time the camera starts, I have to sneeze. Every time. I got to sneeze so bad right now.
Sorry.
Put my toe on your chair.
Oh, it don't work when... I'm trying to figure out why his...
Is my phone listening to me?
It is.
Fucking freak.
That is creepy.
Sorry.
Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, I was trying to D&D, but the boys' text messages were still coming in, but he's a favorite, so he still goes through. Forgot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's weird.
All right, so
we're back. I'm Mel.
Yes, we are quite tired. We are two tired individuals. Yeah. We're gonna keep the energy.
That's our joke of the week. Is that we're tired?
We're exhausted. I'm so tired. I don't have a joke of the week. So we would like for y'all to tweet us if you got our number, which you shouldn't. Text us.
Don't text us.
Don't text me. If you got my number, that means we're friends. You could text me.
Don't text me.
If not, and you have my number and I didn't give it to you, that's weird. But DM the pod.
Email the pod.
Email the pod.
If you have a joke of the week and it's funny, we'll share it with us
and we'll say it on the show because we want to share some of y'all jokes too because we know y'all lives are funny as well. We want to engage with y'all more.
Yeah.
The ones of y'all that are cool. If you're weird, we're all set.
Some of y'all are weird so we're, having guests and stuff now. The people y'all are suggesting for us to collaborate with, what about this podcast, if you listen to it, makes you think we would collaborate with the people that you suggesting we collaborate with?
And not in like a finger waggy kind of way, but like...
No, I'm wagging a little bit.
Oh, you wagging your finger?
Because why would you think that we want to talk to them niggas?
Yeah.
Why would you put us in that kind of position?
Maybe they feel like we talked the other day about dissenting voice, but not that dissenting. We don't want that.
No.
We don't.
And also, like, if you see the podcast I make fun of, why would you suggest we collaborate with one of those kind of podcasts?
Yeah, I'm not doing it, and I don't know why y'all. I'm quite terrible for a suggestion like that. I don't know why y'all thought that was gonna go well.
Even as men, and I know y'all are like, I volunteer as a guest. You're a man. Men.
And
not a safe space.
And some of y'all I care for, so it's like I don't want to be like
y'all are sweet babies,
but you're not
coming. We're prioritizing women, but it's hard to sift through women as well.
Yeah.
But like, we had, at this point you've seen the podcast, we had OBO in here because he's fine, first of all.
Yes, because he's fine. He don't bother nobody.
And he don't bother, he's a sweet baby. He don't bother nobody.
He don't bother nobody.
That nigga's not OBO.
Right.
So.
It ain't gonna be. But yes, so before we get into anything, I've said it over and over again and I'm gonna keep saying it: like, follow, subscribe on all the platforms, YouTube, IG, Twitter, all the things.
Yeah.
Cash App. Cash App. We're both on Cash App. But no, please share the podcast. We're trying to grow our audience, we're trying to grow our brand, we're trying to make sure that people get down with the get down. So please like, share, follow, subscribe. Yes. So send a share joke of the week. Shall not getting one this week because I don't have one. I'm very tired. I'm actually quite exhausted. Adulthood is too much. The things keep thinking. They never stop thinking. Remember when you was little, your parents be like, oh, if it ain't one thing, it's another. And you'd be like, you're being dramatic. They're not being dramatic. Literally, if it's not one thing,
it's a fucking other.
It's a motherfucking other. I'm over it. So question of the week. One restaurant for the rest of your life. Say it on 3. You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Cheesecake Factory.
I knew it. I think we have it for different reasons, but I knew it. I knew it. And I'm also
solid bitch.
Yeah, you solid ass bitch. I knew I liked you. I'm operating from like this question, like I'm not eating anything else. Like I can't even cook at home. So here's my reasoning. Menu is a book. It's a textbook. It's extensive. 2, I used to work for the Cheesecake Factory company. I used to work for Grand Lux, which is under the umbrella of the Cheesecake Factory. They are rigorously clean. I do not know if y'all know that. The cleanliness standards of Cheesecake Factory are unparalleled. There are some hospitals that are not as clean as a Cheesecake Factory kitchen. They have outside sources come in and evaluate. They pay outside people who are objective third parties to come and evaluate their kitchens and their staff. Now, you might get tired of that shit and you might think it's fancy Applebee's. The shit is clean. The kitchen is clean. And you get fired for being nasty down to the Cheesecake Factory.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah. So, I'll eat me some chicken. Can we fold Grand Lux in there too? Or is it just the one?
You know, I'm gonna eat me some Grand Lux.
I'm gonna eat me some pot roast fries, and that sound like some shit no person should be eating. You should not be eating pot roast fries.
That shit's good,
but the shit is delicious.
It's good. My reason was because the menu's so vast, and they do have brunch, and their pancakes are very big and delicious. And then I can just eat something different for like 3 months
for the rest of your life,
literally,
arguably.
And they keep on adding new shit. It's new pages, Skinnylicious, and it's fat shit, and it's pasta, and it's cake, and it's fucking cake over there.
It's cheesecake and cocktails.
And they do have good drinks.
If you let me tell you the brown bread. I like the white bread too. The butter. Now, mind you, y'all need to start taking that butter out the refrigerator when the store opens. Before, when y'all doing y'all opening side work, get the butter out the fridge because it'd be too fucking hard. Let me tell you, the Talley cocktail special down to the Cheesecake Factory. What you're gonna do is order yourself a cucumber lemonade, and then what you're gonna do is order yourself some tequila, and you're gonna tell your server that you want the bartender named Blue to make you a fancy fucking cucumber margarita, and it's gonna be delicious.
Sure.
Yep.
I trust you.
Fucking delicious.
Okay.
Yep. But yeah, so I'm glad we're on the same page about that. So today we're talking about femininity. We're talking about femininity. That word whoops my ass every single time.
Touch me, gonna hold you, femininity.
What is this?
Eric Benet?
No, I'm all set. I've never heard that in my life.
You've never heard the song
No.
Femininity?
I don't fuck with Eric Benet. I don't fuck with that bitch. Fuck that.
Well, it's a deep cut. You don't know the song Femininity by Eric?
I just told you no.
I know you just said that.
Are you in disbelief?
Yeah, I'm just
I don't know it. Would you feel better if I would
literally listen to it on the way here
in the car? I'll listen to it in the car, but I'm also not telling the truth. Send it to me. Play it for me next time we hang out. But no, I'm actually quite sick of talking about what is feminine and what is not, and I think
this shit is all made up by the white man. Please,
all made up, and nobody knows what the fuck is going on, men or women, and usually one side or the other. If I got to lean, I'm like, niggas really don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Everybody equally doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about, including me and you, because we shouldn't be discussing it. It's all too much. What do you mean? What are the expectations? I want to get immediately into this soft life shit. What they be saying on Twitter? Thoughts.
I think, and I hate the whole soft life as a whole, and not because I think black women especially should have a hard life. No, but like, y'all have made this weird ass, y'all get weird about every fucking thing. Y'all have made it so weird. Y'all have made everything a soft life. My soft girl era, and soft and soft and soft. And it's just like, girl, shut the fuck up. Shut up. And again, not saying to have a hard life. I don't want to do shit either. But like, everything doesn't have to be a thing, and then y'all use it as a way to shit on people in a really weird way. And it's also, back to my initial point, all of this shit is made up.
And I think with the soft girl era, soft life era, the thing that kind of pisses me off, it's like the real problems are not being addressed, because what we all mean by the soft life is that we all should be getting treated better. But I feel like as soon as bitches get a thing where they can try to make it feel exclusive, or they can otherize themselves from other women and, you know, sit high and look low, you're forgetting that there was advocacy in it. It was that, like, women shouldn't be doing all this shit by themselves, or even at the base level. We
lost the plot, of course.
We lost the plot. Women should be able to go get facials. Women should have help. You know what I'm saying? My life should not be all my life I have to fight. That should not be my fucking life. But it should not be that, like, I'm trying to get a certain level of access or privilege, and I don't care about what that means for all women. Because that's not real. That's not tangible.
And also, the enemy in this, as it always is these men. Niggas. And it's like we're skipping over the men to shit on other women. It's just like, these niggas is the reason why we can't have the soft lives that we want. And
also, we're not having honest conversations about what it means for men to provide soft lives for people. Like, no man, even if they love you to death, is providing you a soft life out of the goodness of their fucking hearts. So when we're not having honest conversations about what it means for a man to provide a life for you, especially when we're speaking to younger girls, or we're speaking to women who are out of long-term relationships and they don't know nothing else or know nobody else, it's like, oh, soft life, soft life, soft life. My man pay for everything, he do everything. Yeah, that nigga pay your rent, but he want the Ring doorbell on your apartment to come to his phone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that nigga pay your bills. If he see another nigga at the house, you're getting shot. You know what I'm saying? Or he get mad at you and cut off your access to your credit cards. You know, or he, I don't know, turn your Tesla off. I don't know how they work.
Yeah, but that's another thing. A
lot of that is financial abuse, and they don't talk about.
And
that's
what I was gonna. That manipulation and abuse with the finances. So like, oh, I want a nigga to pay all my bills. Y'all bitches so hard. Y'all, I don't want to pay bills anymore. I don't want to work no more. I want a nigga to take care of me. A lot of them niggas that's so eager to pay your bills. You're in prison. I'm gonna get you out of there.
It's a pretty prison, and you don't fucking realize that. That's one of the things that, like, I always only ask men if I need things, if I want things for actual cash or for money. I don't even like a nigga to give me gift cards for real, because don't take real money and turn it into fake money that I can only spend in one place. I don't like.
Don't tell me what to do.
Don't tell me what to do. I don't like a man having any control over me. But once a man does those things, because we're all transactional people, but they are largely transactional people, you gonna pay what you fucking owe. He gonna want pussy when he gonna want pussy. He gonna want time when he gonna want time. He won't want free
And then he had
therapy.
the girls, well, if, when my man say, I never tell my man I'm not in the mood or not right now.
You a victim.
You're a
fucking victim. You're a victim.
And now your job is to suck his dick. So now you gotta do it.
I went out of town with a nigga. We had been getting fucking hammered, and you know I get sleepy when I drink too much. We had been getting fucking sauced. I get back to the hotel room and I'm sleepy. I'm so tired and I cannot help but to fall asleep. I wake up in my fucking drunken stupor. He's angry and upset and like saying, oh, I could have stayed home if you was gonna be asleep like the whole time. I was mad because I'm drunk and sleep. You've gotten me drunk all day long, but because you feel like you're doing a nice thing for me, you've paid for me to be here, you're doing things, it's like, no, I want some attention, I want some time. Real mad, not play mad, not I'm a little upset, not I realize I'm being irrational, but no, I'm actually upset. And then when we talked about it, he's like, oh, I didn't mean it like that. Yes, you did.
You wanted your pussy
you
paid up.
You want, and not even just pussy. You're mad that you paid for me to be here and I'm asleep. Because that's not the experience that you paid for. And not even on some, I wasn't doing anything sugary. This is a person that I was dating. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a person I was seeing. So it's not like they looking at me as like, you know, a pussy sandwich. But
pussy sandwich, let's write it down.
Pussy sandwich. But it's not like they looking at me like that. But it's like, that's men when they do things for you.
Okay, I was nice. Now
I put my nice coins in the slot. Where's my stuff?
Yeah.
Where's my fucking stuff?
And that's just a weird part about it.
This soft life thing is fucking... And some of the things that y'all are considering soft life is not soft. It's just shit you should be doing or a way you should be treated. It's not soft life that you're washing your face, bruh.
Here's my soft life as a stay-at-home girlfriend. Be fucking for real.
Do you slather your face in Aquaphor is not a soft life.
Be fucking
for real. Like, please.
Or even, and for black women, the soft life is just doing white women shit that you think that, like, we shouldn't have or some shit like that. It's just like wearing Lululemon. Like, girl, that's not soft life.
That's not soft life. That's clothes. It's just clothes.
It's clothes, baby.
It's clothes. Are you crazy?
Or just back to even to the...
Or Starbucks. Oh, the way they have made Starbucks into something.
Get your frappuccino and shut the fuck up.
Like, it's a little joy. Like, count it all joy.
I love me a frap.
I love me a frappuccino. I love me a fucking macchiato. But, like...
Relax.
Here's my soft life, brown sugar, shaken espresso. Eat my ass. I'm sick of it. Please. I don't want to hear about it anymore. We sound like them ladies who hate everything.
Good. I love it. I'm sick of it.
I'm sick of it.
What's the name of the podcast? I forget
the name of it, but shout out to them.
Yeah, it's like I'm sick of it or something like that.
It should be called The White Ladies Who Hate Everything. That should be the name of the podcast.
They're great.
I love them.
But so much of it is just like aligning yourself with what you think white women's lives are and that you deserve it because you...
And these white bitches be miserable.
And that's the other thing I was going to talk about.
I know we're going to get into like the trad wife and the white women thing either. All this housewife fucking idolization and propaganda and fantasizing. The bitches were on Quaaludes. The bitches were on benzos. They were high as fuck. Them niggas was ruining their life. When bitches was being housewives and their niggas was going to war, they were glad when they died. These niggas were crazy. So like insane. So you're like, oh, I don't want. And then our fight.
And they couldn't leave.
Our fight with work. And that's another thing I want to have. I know I'm getting in my political bag right here, but I just want to say. The conversations that white women are having about, like, because it's a running joke, like, that white women fought for the right to work, and then their ancestors are like, why would you do that? We were not allowed to be housewives.
We had to work for those housewives.
Negro women had to work. I don't know if you guys know, but if you were an able-bodied black woman, in certain towns in the United States back in the day, you were not allowed to be a housewife. If you had the activity of your limbs and your nigga went to work, you were expected to go be a domestic worker in someone's home, even if you didn't have to be. Even if your nigga could afford it, your man was not allowed to just take care of you. So you're having different conversations.
We are not the same.
We are not the same as them, and not in a way that one is better than the other. Their fight is just different.
It's just not our fight. Like, I missed the 50s when we didn't have to work, and we see black girls enter. We always had to work.
We've never not had to work.
We've always had to work.
And I think that's why everybody's clinging to the soft thing now, because I do think black women are tired. I do think black girls are tired.
Which is fair. I'm tired.
I'm tired, and I don't have nobody depending on me but that dog. So I know somebody who has...
And I ain't even got a dog. I mean, I do, but he not here.
I know somebody who has a man and who has children living in their home and in their fucking skin is fucking exhausted. Even the most high paid job I've had, I've been like, I know that fucking Katie is... Because I'm having a hard time, and this is just... my money, and granted, I'm spending frivolously, and I'm irresponsible with money.
We on that Shein, that Fashion Nova.
And I'm on that Fashion Nova. I'm down to the wig store and all of that. But like, you supporting 5 people off this check,
and then you get home.
Bitches are tired,
and then it's like the projection of like, oh, I know y'all be lonely. You get home and it's no pitter patter or no kids to welcome you. I get home and I just do whatever the fuck I want to do. If I want to watch Cold Case, that's what I'm doing,
and I don't have to explain myself to anyone. And it's so crazy because I will talk to the men that I date, and I think a lot of guys and women, I don't think a lot of women believe me either. I genuinely do not want a man in my home. The peace that I feel when I can just come home and have a bad day, the peace that I feel, I get to walk around in my drawers and not be sexualized. That's my least favorite part of having a man in my space.
Because now your ass getting smacked.
Because my ass getting smacked. I can't just be in here in my big t-shirt and my drawers without you trying to fuck me on the stove.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I just wanted to come in here and get some Cheetos and didn't feel like putting my sweatpants on. You know what I'm saying? I can shower without being spoken to. I don't have somebody asking me, where's my so-and-so? I don't fucking know, bitch. I don't know where your so-and-so is. Go find
your own shit.
I do not want a man in my house. That's soft life to me.
Yeah.
Soft life, like me working, on the one hand, I'd love to not work.
Oh, yeah.
But me working puts me in a position where I keep my life as soft as I want it, and soft on my own terms, my own conditions.
Yeah, and I think that's the beauty of it, right? Like, my life, what I want to do with my life is work. So, like, I don't ever, like... I don't want to do shit every day, but like when I do shit, I want to do shit, and then like some days I want to just play The Sims, and I think that's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've created this little life for right now before like the marriage and the kids come, and I think that's beautiful. Some days I'm gonna go home, I'm about to go find me a video game and play on my Switch, and, and I can just sit and rub my feet together in my bed, and nobody's calling my name, nothing. And when I did my first like 9 to 5, and I would come home, I'm like, I'm beat. My mom would come home. To a husband and kids? That sounds awful.
Yeah, and then the thing about it is I look back on like my stepmom had arguably the worst husband that I think one could have in terms of like partnership. He was very traditional in the way like, man eats steak. Yeah. Like, he was very traditional in that way that he didn't want to do no dishes. That wasn't his job. He didn't want to clean up. He was supposed to go and make the money. He was supposed to go do that, and then that's it.
Right.
But like, be fucking for real. So like, I look back on things that she used to be upset at. Her life was not soft. It was, and it should have been better. And not just from the like, I want to do fancy things and do facials and shit like that. But like, I distinctly remember, I thought because of the house we lived in, and we had a house in Stone Mountain, I thought we had money. You know what I'm saying? And we did have money, but not to the extent that I thought we did. And so like, I remember like, she used to like pick me up from school. She didn't really want to talk. And imagine just like some 15-year-old getting in your car. You just spent $400 on groceries at Sam's Club in 2008.
And you want Subway.
And then you talking about you want some Zaxby's. She used to be so upset. But now I think about myself. I'm like, I cannot imagine at this age, because she was close to my age at that time. I cannot imagine at this age living that life. That like, at one point in my life, I was getting in my car after work and going home and fucking off. And she used to paint. She used to, and I have not seen her do it in years. She used to paint, you know, and she used to like make little charms and shit. She couldn't do that anymore. You got 2 fucking kids that's pulling at your fucking leg. You got an unhelpful ass husband. That's crazy. So I think we kind of lean so far into what we think being soft and feminine is because we feel masculinized, I guess, in a lot of ways.
And even with that, the masculinity thing with black women, especially, again, we black women, the goalposts always gonna move. I cough, I burp, now I'm a nigga, now I'm masculine. You know what I'm saying?
Right now.
Period. As you should.
Period. It's my right as an American.
No, but like, even back to the transphobia, like, as black women, we're going to get masculinized, period. I understand why we grasp onto that femininity that we have, but also the rules of femininity are always changing. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I talk. I'm going to walk in the room, I'm going to say what I want to say. Like, you're not going to muzzle me because I'm a woman. That's masculine. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to talk to me crazy. That's masculine. I drive. That's masculine. I fart. That's masculine. We can't do shit.
We can't do shit.
And you need to make your femininity whatever it is. Whatever my femininity, I'm gonna put these lashes on. I'm gonna do my hair. I'm gonna dress. My titties gonna be out because I'm having a good time. You can't take my femininity away from me,
right?
Just because you feel like it. Fuck you.
Even like I tell men this all the time because you know. In more recent years, I've been more aware of how I talk to men and how it impacts them in my personal life. These niggas on the street or these niggas I don't love can get it any which way it come. Fuck them 6 ways to Sunday. But the men in my life, I've tried to be more intentional about what I do and don't say. And so the thing that comes up a lot is I feel emasculated. I feel emasculated. I feel emasculated. There is no word for me to be able to tell, because there are things that men do to me or say to me that make me feel like they don't view me in a feminine light or a dainty light. You
Feminize. What is it?
But I've never been able to say to a man in an argument, oh, you're defeminizing me, and then it'd be a real thing.
It's not
That's
a thing.
not a real thing that women say.
Right.
Because my femininity or what I believe to be my femininity rests within me. But I think a lot of women have started framing femininity. It's always what men think.
Always.
It's always what men think, and then masculinity is this thing that I feel like, for some reason, they feel like it could be taken from them. Yeah. And I don't understand, taken from them by women and also by like gay men, I guess, like things make them feel.
And I think masculinity is just like a performance for other men. It's like a rating, a star rating that you get from other men of how they view you, and it's just like, fuck them niggas.
And you can still be a super masculine man and be down to the Weenie Hut Juniors. It's okay. Like, that doesn't make you not masculine. Yeah.
Enjoy certain things. If you want to eat an ice cream cone in front of people, do what you want to do. Fuck these people.
Yeah, but that's why, like, okay, so like that boy and his friend group, I feel like they all have a really good grip on their masculinity, and that really
they do, and I love that about them.
I love that about them because they can play, they can be funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can say things that might sound feminine and it's not.
And then we just say pause and we laugh.
Move on.
And it's so funny. And we joke and we say pause in an ironic way, not in like an actual
But like, it seems like sometimes that you can't even be around men because they are so anti being, they don't want to be feminized in any way. They don't want to be seen or viewed or talked about in any sort of feminine way, and it gets really irritating because now you're insufferable to be around.
Oh, this sucks. It's like, you're not even having fun no more.
Yeah. I want to talk about the sprinkle lady, and I want to really get real with y'all. That lady has said to you that she is a financial advisor. She has said to you that she is telling you these things so that you can find a man to financially take care of you. She is not teaching you how to find your Prince Charming. She is not teaching you how to fall in love. I think she may have even said that she did not love that man when she met him.
What man?
Her husband, James. He was just
paying. I'm not very deep in the sprinkle lore.
She comes across my shit. She comes across my, and I find her interesting. Do I agree with the things that she says? Is she my Kevin Samuels? Absolutely not. I actually disagree with about 70% of the things that she says. I think she's a shenanigan. However,
most of these
honestly,
older light-skinned women, I don't trust any of them.
She has said she's not a femininity coach. She has said that she's teaching you how to be financially taken care of by a man. Mind you, that's what? Sugaring. She's teaching you how to sugar. So you guys,
and honestly, if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. You don't need to take no classes and get no advice. Everybody, from no
you don't get advice from a stranger. But like, people comment on her posts like about their actual love lives and what their men aren't doing romantically. That's not her job. Anything that she talks about in regards to being feminine or being coy or being, super soft life girl is so that you can trap a man. Yeah. She's not a femininity coach. So I just wanted to clear that up. She don't give a fuck about what
James is doing at the house.
She don't
give a fuck.
James was married when they met, I think.
Oh, I said James is like a funny. Okay, well, Harold.
Yeah, I don't know. Right.
She don't give a fuck. I saw something weird about her with colorism, but again, a Gen X. She was basically saying like, someone was like, I knew I didn't like the sprinkle lady because I knew she was colorist, and they found the clip, and she was basically saying something like, oh, dark skinned women are divine. And y'all gotta stop letting people tell you that you not, and y'all should know y'all are divine. So it's basically y'all fault for experiencing colorism. Again, it's something I thought a Gen X light skinned woman would say.
fetishizing, basically.
It was like a weird fetishization, but like a reverse psychology way that like it's your fault because you are the divine for being dark skinned.
So how dare you experience these very real things that come from being a dark skinned woman?
Exactly.
Gross, sprinkle lady.
But yeah, it was something like that. But I was just like, of course, this is what she said. And the stuff that she says be funny that she says sprinkle, and it's funny. But like, also, and this is the thing, these people don't have OGs. And this is why they build these fantasies. You have, you watch the Marriage in Real Time, no matter what the conditions were. I watched my parents' marriage in real time. And now that I'm older, I can identify what was right and what was wrong about it. These people don't have any of that. So they get on this internet and old traditional, this, like, you don't know what the fuck. You don't. Your mama Renee was doing the best she fucking could, and you know where your daddy was. Not saying like, oh, y'all just fatherless, but that's not my point. My point is, you didn't have this at home.
They be fatherless. Also.
Y'all be fatherless.
No, whenever.
And like my daddy did, sure, but whatever. If that's what you want.
That's a different kind of
fatherless. That's a different kind of
fatherless.
fatherless.
Not fatherless.
No, I'm not father because I got the holy father.
You got two fathers.
My spiritual father.
You got two fathers. Come on, somebody. But
no, but like y'all have nothing to reference, so y'all creating these fairy tales off the internet.
I want to challenge y'all to when men say horrible things on the internet, especially as in regards to marriage or like gender roles. Please just search the word my dad, my mom, my father. It's what I do every time.
My BM,
my BM, and all of those words on Twitter will give you context as to whether you should be arguing with this person or not. You've not seen nor smelled your daddy since 95.
Literally.
So do not fuck with me telling me what men
and he
should
didn't
be
marry
doing.
your mammy.
And he didn't marry
so
you.
So don't tell me if I'm wife material or not, because you wouldn't know your goddamn self.
You wouldn't. I know 2 out of 3 of my siblings got the same last name. We batting 66% over here.
I'm 100. I'm 100 over here. I'm 100.
She got 100. What I'm saying to you is, don't let no niggas with and all they siblings got different last names and they don't know that nigga tell you what a woman should and shouldn't be doing. That's fucking crazy.
And that's why these niggas will kill you about Kevin Samuels, because
that's their daddy.
That's their daddy. But like, even what not even just Kevin Samuels, like even hell, Uncle Phil and these rappers and J. Cole and Tory, like these niggas do not have fathers. I sound like Juan Dietrich. They don't have dads.
Don't have fathers.
So they create these parasocial relationships with these rappers and these male figures and will kill you about them. These niggas don't know you.
I was in an argument with
Redacted.
Sure. Redacted. We were arguing about like traditional men and women roles and, wives and husbands. And the thing that I said to shut him up, name 3 wives in your family right now. Give me 3. Give me 3 wives.
Name 3 wives.
Give me 3 wives. If you can't name me 3 wives, personally in your family that got your blood running through their veins, fuck you. Fuck off. Don't say shit else to me. Name 3.
That's fair. I'm trying to think of 3 of my own goddamn
Name 3
family.
wives. How the fuck do you know? We good? Case closed? You know 3 wives?
Should have been talking shit.
Shut the fuck up. I do want to talk about on the...
That's real. That's a clip right there. Clip that up.
Name 3 wives. You got 3 wives?
Name 3 wives in your family.
Name 3 wives right now.
But also the niggas who are in those traditional, them Jack and Jill ass niggas, them HBCU attending, them named after their daddy ass niggas, are the worst niggas you will ever meet in your fucking life.
Any nigga in a fraternity and they got a 3rd or 4th on the internet now?
Oh, you are a
criminal
in for it. Because also
you got a big story coming, honey.
You got a story. Because them niggas be the worst.
The worst
and
niggas on the
they
planet.
idolize they miserable ass mammies. Like, oh, well, my mom stayed home. Your mom didn't want to stay home with you and your big headed ass brother. She hates you.
They mama got bags under their eyes.
Carol be in the graduation pictures like
she got traction alopecia. She's standing on one leg. She's fucking losing it.
Cause Harold Senior put her ass through it since 1978 till today, and you over here idolizing. Well, my mom and my mom.
No,
shut your lame ass up.
That bitch used to do that. Oh, my mom, she did and she did half, and she worked, and we were fine. You are not fine. You are the opposite.
She raised a terrorist.
You fine?
No.
Maybe physically, kind of, but mentally, you're a fucking nutcase. I was like, oh, go fuck her then. What you want from me? Go suck your fucking mother.
And these miserable mamas and wives raised a generation of the worst, the most coddled assholes that you ever want to meet in your fucking life.
You ever meet a nigga mama and go, that makes sense. Which, mind you, meeting both of my parents, everybody has the same reaction, so I get it. I too am terrible. I just know what kind of terrible I am.
See, that's
and I'm honest about
this is not me being dark and funny. My dad not being alive for like the more major part of my life. So the people who are gonna like he met my high school friends or whatever, but like I'm still cool friends with like 3 of my high school friends that are like still around that I still see on a usual basis. Mm-hmm. But like my friends for life, like my college friends, my adult friends, like you and Rita, you don't get the context. If you meet my mama, you'll be like, how did this baby turn out like this? But if you meet my dad, you're like, my mom balances. But it's like, I hate that like some people can't meet my dad because it'll make sense. Mm-hmm. He's like, it's like, okay. Mm-hmm. That's your baby.
Meeting both of my parents, you're like,
Yep.
I got no. Everybody who's met my parents, friends, romantic, otherwise, they're like, I got no questions.
No notes.
I remember one time. I'm not sad about it. Please do not analyze me. I'm not sad. But I remember when the first time Rodney met my mom. Right? Have I told the story? I told the story on here or just to you.
Probably both.
Yeah, whatever. I won't tell it again. But he was like, making sense. But I do want to talk about women and weaponized incompetence. I do love this turnaround that women have started doing in terms of pretending that they know how to do absolutely nothing. I'm proud of that. No notes.
As soon as I get around that boy or any other man, I just don't. I forget math.
I don't know. Look both ways.
I don't know how to spell my name. I just. Can you? Can you pass me?
I just don't know.
Even in Dexter, can you pass me my purse?
I'm just a girl.
Dexter, can you?
I don't know.
Dexter, I just do not know how to do anything.
Because you know what? That hyper independent shit benefits you not one fucking bit. And if there is a man in my space, you are doing some labor of some kind. I don't know.
If you just hand me my pocketbook, you're doing something.
Hand me my pocketbook, run to the stove.
I'm leaving here with something.
I'm leaving here with something because all this I can do it myself shit is a waste of goddamn time.
And honestly, if that's how y'all frame the soft life shit,
if that was
let's get onto it. But y'all made it so fucking weird.
So fucking weird. But the way that I did not even know that men have been weaponizing their incompetence my whole life until I got grown and I really started reading up about it. Like you said, the man that didn't know his baby was allergic to peanut butter and jelly. You could have killed the fucking baby. My father routinely forgets that I am allergic to almonds and lobster. Routinely.
That's what's so crazy.
I get offered almond milk so much.
It's insane.
Maybe he's trying to kill me.
And
he thinks he can keep a good bitch down. That's what that is.
But
he's trying to finally get me out of here. That's what that is.
So many fathers are allowed to be like bad fathers. Like that tweet, like, I'm like the mama because I take my son to his doctor's appointments in soccer practice. You supposed to, bitch.
You're a fish and you're swimming.
You supposed to. Or like the Jimmy Kimmel Father's Day skits, like, what school does your child go to? West Bubblefuck Elementary. Yeah, that's not right.
Right.
These niggas are terrible.
It's sad.
And you know, they talk about Twitter buzzwords like triggered and gaslighting and weaponizing competence. We finally be able to put a name on shit. Yeah. And I think that's the great thing about it because like niggas been doing this shit since the beginning of the time.
For years. But see, the thing about it is, and this happened to me living with Rodney during the pandemic. Everybody knows I love my baby Rodney. You know, we locked in and not switching up. That is my best friend. That is the longest I've lived with a man in my life. Once I realized he started weaponizing his incompetence, the funniest thing was to watch him live with the consequences of his weaponized incompetence because I'm not coming to fix it. Mm-hmm.
Now you got to die with the lie now.
If you thought that this was the best way to wash your dishes and it's still shit covered in soy sauce and sugar sauce in the sink, fine.
You got to walk past it every fucking day.
Let the roaches do what they do. Cool with me? Cool with me? When you get sick of stepping on bottle caps because you done popped the water bottle cap across the room, cool. I'm not picking it up.
You got to let the little kid hit his head on the goddamn floor.
You got to let him fucking do it, man. But I've been weaponizing my incompetence so hilariously. I was in the car with a named Negro, and we stopped at the store to get some champagne. I cartoonishly dug around in my purse looking for my debit card, knowing I didn't need to, but I made a huge show out of it. And I'm like, I just don't know. I just can't find it. Where's my card? I just don't know. Oh, what am I gonna do? Because it's fun. I get why men do the shit that they do. They actually live a really hilarious life.
It is fun.
It's really fucking fun. What I have watched niggas pretend not to know how to do things, and then when I Diddy meme it and pretend not to know how to do it back, the frustration when they actually have to end up doing it.
Manipulate you.
Let me do it. Let me manipulate you. Stop. You're making it not fun. I do want to talk about this tradwife, white women thing, this turn back to like the girls going to school to find husbands and not actually to get educated and all these things. Let me tell you something. That is KKK business.
That is
right wing, QAnon, KKK, white, evangelical bullshit that has nothing to do with you. That they not talking to you.
You know who don't do that?
They not talking to you. I think that there are situations that are happening now where black women are happy housewives? Sure. Yes. Do I think that it is possible? Yes. Do I even think that it's something that's okay to desire or want to aspire to? Yes. But that shit, that tradwife movement you're seeing on TikTok, that is KKK business.
That is white business. And also, let me tell you something about Becky and them. Them bitches are miserable. Because right now, the tradwives are like, who like just turning 40. They are either turning into the Karens that are showing their ass down to the TJ Maxx.
And they talking to people because they can't talk to their husbands.
Because they taking it out on the bitches and who the cashier, bringing up some goddamn loofahs because they can't talk to Chad ass like that.
Because Chad gonna put their ass through the drywall.
No, right. And I did this show at Laughing Skull, like asking problems, and they were like, it was like some swingers, some white poly couples. And they were sitting next to each other. I thought they were just friends, but they all were dating each other. And
saucy.
she was just like, oh, well, you know, I got married right out of school. I did all the things right, and blah, blah, blah. Our oldest is like 20 now. But like I realized I wanted to be poly and blah blah blah. She's having this really crazy sexual awakening because again they did what they were supposed to do and got married right out of school. They're fucking miserable. So either they're fucking other people and other couples getting real in the swingery of things, showing their ass down to the They're not happy. This is not an ideal situation, and they can't leave because they ain't got no job.
That's why we talk about like coveting and things like that too. First of all, if you're a live-in girlfriend, like not to get in my bag, mind you, I have commitment issues. None of these niggas are coming to live in my home, and I'm not going to live with any of them either. If you are a live-in girlfriend and someone is financially taking care of you, you need to go see a lawyer. You need to go see a lawyer. If you and this nigga have an agreement that he is financially taking care of you, you need to have something in writing that he cannot put you out on the street. Or if y'all decide to dissolve for maybe like a year or two, he needs to agree that I'm going to pay to take care of her until she can get back into the fucking job for us. That happens with so many
by the time you do all that shit, you may as well get married.
Many stay-at-home wives and so many stay-at-home girlfriends are like, he would never. I know he got me. I know he won't. Blah, 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 blah.
Man.
And look at your ass on the curb. Your ass is on the curb because what men often treat women as if they are disposable, and once you age out of whatever he considers,
he gonna find a new young bitch who can make new TikToks,
and all he gonna do is put her shit in your closet. You've seen the movies, so get you an agreement that says, hey, if you were to die, can I have a trust? If you were to leave me.
Yeah, hey, that marriage is way more than just a piece of paper, baby girl. Because that nigga croak on your ass.
Hear me when I say, y'all say marriage is just a piece of paper. It's quite an important piece of paper.
I need that piece of paper.
It's quite an important piece of paper if you're gonna be shacking up with somebody. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know, man. So if you gonna do trad wife shit, then white bitches a lot of the time be locking that shit down legally on paper that they are to be taken care of. Because having a bunch of babies don't really fix it either. Because niggas can't. I follow this lawyer lady on TikTok. I guess I could just say lawyer. But I follow this lawyer lady on TikTok, and she was talking about how this dude has a business, but he hides all of his money because his businesses are cash only. And then like he was funneling his money through like other shit to basically say that he makes minimum wage, even though he clearly has all these businesses. His IG shows that he has all this, like shit coming in, but on paper, none of this shit is reported. So this nigga's making buku bucks paying $227 a month in child support for multiple kids because...
And them niggas will work down to the goddamn fucking wheel factory and make $1 an hour just to spite you and not feed your baby.
Just to spite you and not feed the... Or they will go get with a new bitch or go get it with a white bitch who is going to take care of them and not marry her because, in Georgia, if your nigga was to marry a bitch who make a lot of money, you can get her money even if he's not working. So I
just read somewhere on ghetto Twitter that's why Ari don't want to marry Moneybag because of all his child support stuff.
Probably.
And
I wouldn't marry his ass either.
I wouldn't marry and apparently that's why Mendices and Yandy never got legally married either.
Yeah, because...
Which is... ridiculous
because you should not be able to, and that's funny because Georgia's not even a community property state. That happens a lot in community property states.
Whatever that means.
But Georgia's not. So community property state means no matter what happens in the dissolution of this marriage, I get half of everything. Properties, businesses. I don't care if you got a pack of ramen noodles. Community property states like Nevada, California, Oregon, a lot of the western states and some shit over here. New York might be a community property state. Pre-dump be damn. I don't give a fuck what that piece of paper say. If we were married here, it'd have that shit. But Georgia's not a community property state, but that's a very community property style law that like, oh, if my baby daddy marries somebody else, then I'm entitled to her money for child support.
Ooh. And
you're entitled to the max child support from her check.
Yikes. See,
I don't love no nigga that bad.
Yeah, my prenup is going to be
quite conditional.
Airtight. Like I need the bullet points on that bitch. Like I mean
prenups, postnups. Baby nuts.
All the nuts.
All the nuts. I want the nuts.
All the things. A nigga not gonna can do me. Fuck can do.
Can't do. Can't do me like that.
Fuck can do. And that's, you know what? This is like episodes ago.
Celebrity boxing match.
I will fight the fuck out of Kendu. I will beat Kendu. I mean, I will find anything in this room and I will hit him with this fucking chair. Fuck Kendu.
Cage match style. Fuck him. But no, I think what time we on, Dexter?
Oh, we're doing great.
Yeah, because I'm about to fall asleep out this motherfucker. I'm tired.
Honestly,
I need some rest. I'm weary. And not like mentally. I'm fine mentally, but I'm tired physically.
No,
I need to lay down.
I literally I'm like jet lag and I haven't rested. I need to eat and lay the fuck down. So yeah niggas, this was great. Niggas,
this was great.
We had a good time. Shout out to everybody. I had fun.
Yes, like, follow, comment. Please don't make me keep saying it, because if I don't see the fruits of me doing these calls to actions, I'm gonna start cussing when I say it. Please share the podcast. Share the podcast. Do things. We're gonna have some new shit in store for y'all coming soon. Yeah, we're doing the best we goddamn can. We're moving and shaking out here. If you want to add, send us some stuff.
Send us some fucking stuff, man.
If you fucking want, brand deals, you got a brand.
And you want a deal?
And you want a deal? Let us motherfucking know. We out here. We business women.
Mine.
We're doing it. But yeah, I'm all set now. I'm pretty tired. So, bye.
Bye.